Hi, and welcome to my presentation about couples counseling and the Gottman method. Couples counseling, what is it, why, and what to expect? Couples counseling is also known as the marriage counseling. It is a type of a psychotherapy. It helps couples of all types recognize and resolve conflicts and improve their relationships. Through marriage counseling, individuals can make thoughtful decisions about rebuilding and strengthening their relationships or even going their separate ways. The length of therapy depends on couples, and it typically includes both partners, and in some rare occasions, one partner may choose to go to the therapist alone. Why is the couples counseling done? Couples or marriage counseling can help couples in all types of intimate relationships, regardless of their sexual orientation or marriage status. Some couples seek counseling to strengthen their relationship and gain better understanding of each other. Some couples also can use this kind of counseling even before they decide to get married. The premarital counseling can help couples achieve a deeper understanding of each other or iron the differences before they decide to step into the marriage. Some couples may seek couples counseling to improve a troubled relationships. It's sometimes used to help with communication problems, sexual difficulties. Couples counseling can also be helpful in the cases of domestic abuse. However, if the relationship reached the level of violence, then the counseling is not helpful, and the couples should seek help of the local police, shelter, or the crisis center for the emergency support. In the preparation for the couples counseling, the most important things couples can do is actually find a therapist that is a good match for them. And even before deciding to work with someone, they may choose to ask them some questions like about their education and the experience, logistics, like the location of the office, if they offer the telehealth services or they're in person only, also about the treatment plan, about how many sessions they could expect, how long the session is, as well as the questions about fees and insurance. It is really important for couples to know about all the upfront costs, as well as how many sessions their insurance covers. What to expect in couples or marriage counseling? It brings couples together for joint therapy sessions, and even though, as mentioned previously, sometimes only one partner may choose to attend some of the sessions, and then they may bring the other one in. It is used to work with a therapist, so individuals can learn skills to solidify their relationship. Some of those skills are open communication, problem solving, as well as how to discuss differences rationally. It is important to be ready to talk about good and bad parts of the relationship and to be able to pinpoint and better understand the sources of the conflict. Together, couples will learn how to identify problems without blame, and instead of blaming each other, they will choose to examine how things can be improved. When thinking about couples counseling is that it might be hard to talk about the problems, and some couples may choose actually to spend the entire session in silence while still holding in their feelings. It is the job of the counselor to be unbiased referee and help them bring those feelings up to surface and help them work on solving the problems. On rare occasions, one partner can choose to go to the counseling session on their own because the other one is refusing to go. It is more challenging to mend the relationship that way, but it can bring a brief relief to one of the partners and can help one partner change their behavior. Sometimes couples should expect some homework to do. For example, spending a few minutes a day talking to each other face to face without any interruptions. And sometimes additional care is needed too, in case if there is some underlying mental issues, substance abuse, or some other problems. Some of the theories used in the couples counseling are cognitive behavior therapist, feminist, Bowen family systems, postmodern, EFT, emotions-focused therapy, and others. The Gottman method. The Gottman method is an approach to couples therapy that includes a thorough assessment of the couple's relationship, and it integrates research-based interventions based on the sound relationship house theory. The goals of Gottman method therapy are to disarm conflicting verbal communication, increase intimacy, respect, and affection, to remove barriers that create a feeling of stagnancy and create a heightened sense of empathy and understanding within the context of a relationship. The Gottman couples therapy is based on the assessment. It starts with the assessment process, and then it informs the therapeutic framework, which directs the intervention. Couples join the assessment together, and then they are assessed separately in the interviews. And in those interviews, the couples actually complete the questionnaires, and after that, they receive a detailed feedback on their relationship. Assessment tool automatically scores a relationship strengths and challenges and provides specific recommendations for the interventions. The therapeutic framework is based on the couples and the therapist deciding on the frequency and the duration of the sessions together. The therapeutic interventions are designed to help couples strengthen their relationships in three primary areas: friendship, conflict management, and creation of shared meaning. Couples learn to replace negative conflict patterns with positive interactions and to repair the past hurts. Interventions designed to increase closeness and intimacy are used to improve friendship, deepen emotional connection, and create changes. And those enhance couples to reach their shared goals. Dr. John and Julie Gottman developed 9 components of healthy relationships known as the sound relationship house theory, which you can see over here. It is based on building love maps, or also knowing one another's world. How well do they know each other's inner psychological world, his or her history, worries, stresses, joys, hopes. And then based on that, they share the fondness and admiration, and it is the antidote for contempt. This level focuses on the amount of affection and respect within a relationship. Then the next step is turn toward instead of away from each other, basically stating your needs, being aware of bids for connection from the partner and responding to them. Because it is those small moments in everyday life that are the building blocks of the relationship. Taking the positive perspective, approach to problem solving, and success to repair the attempt. Manage conflicts. It is really important to know that the word is manage conflicts rather than resolve, because relationship conflict is a natural and functional aspect of every relationship. And it is important to understand that there is a critical difference in handling perpetual problems and solvable problems. So it's really important to accept our partner's influences and having open dialogues about perpetual problems, as well as practicing self-soothing. The next step is creating the make life dreams come true. And that's basically creating an atmosphere that encourages each person to talk honestly about his or her hopes, values, aspirations, etc. Create shared meaning means understanding important visions, narratives, myths, and metaphors about the relationship. And then the two main supporting beams of their house system is trust and commitment. Trust is the state that occurs when person knows that his or her partner acts and thinks to maximize their best interests and benefits, and not just their own. They're seeking their partners. And commitment means that partners believe that their relationship with this person is completely lifelong journey, for better or worse, and it implies cherishing partners' positive qualities and nurturing gratitude by comparing the partner favorably with real or imagined others. Interview with a counselor. 3 really important things that I've learned from my interview with a counselor is that in the majority of the cases that the counselor I interviewed experienced, one of the partners was already 1 foot out of the door. Another interesting fact is that many couples are making the mistake of marrying their parents' relationships. And the most fascinating fact that she shared with me was that it takes up to 7 generations to break the generational pattern. Thank you all for listening to my presentation.